you take one day off of social media. One day off of social media just to reconnect with the world around you, just to set your phone down for a second and go outside and breathe some oxygen, touch some grass, reconnect with people and just focus on your own life. I do that for one day. And I come back. The world has flipped on its axis and Taylor Swift has lost her damn mind. The life of a showgirl. The life of a show. All I know is I took a break and everything has changed. The timing is crazy, guys. We literally started this journey of Taylor when she was coming out with Tortured Poets Department. I knew that Tortured Poets Department was coming out, so I was like, what better time to start the Taylor journey? That was when we started. And here we are coming towards the end, where we're wrapping up the Lover era. We are about to do debut, and then we would have been done as far as the albums go. And she said, oh, we've got another one. We've got another one. The timing of it is insane. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We have another project, The Life of a Showgirl. All I have to say is that title is by far, I think, her most interesting album title. Not saying for a fact that it's my favorite just yet. I have to feel it out. I have to hear the tracks from the album and how they work towards the title. But just like by name, what an interesting title. The Life of a Showgirl. I feel like she's obviously going to be talking about her fame, you know, living life as a famous person, all the things that she has been through with that. I think that she's going to be talking about the highs of it, the lows of it. We know that love has to be tied in at some point, so maybe like, you know, Travis being tied into this as well, which is so exciting because today we're going to be getting into the Travis podcast, which is called New Heights. I've never watched this podcast before. I never have. But you know what? Today we're interested. I obviously see pictures of them together all the time. I've, you know, seen little clips of them around football time. Like, I am privy to what's going on in their relationship. Which is, again, what makes it so exciting because this is my first time ever listening to a Taylor album while knowing context about what's going on in her life. When we jumped into Tortured Poets Department, I knew nothing about her. I was so new to Taylor Swift and to her discography. I was really kind of just jumping in, not really knowing anything about her at all, just reacting to a project. Now, we have been through so much on this Taylor journey. I've learned so much about her through her music, her interviews, all that stuff, that I feel like I'm at a point now where it's like this album is going to feel more familiar than like anything else, and I feel like it's gonna feel more special than any of the other album reactions that we've had when it comes to her. I'm so excited. I feel like I've been talking just talking, but we have to talk about this. We have to discuss this. This is important, okay? This is an important thing before we get into this podcast, guys. I don't know how long she's gonna be on this podcast. It's currently happening right now. Like, they're not done with it, but I have rewinded to the beginning so I could see everything as it goes down. I saw the clip of them, you know, I saw the clip of them talking things, her being like your shirt or whatever, your hoodie, whatever like that. He's like, thanks, sweetie. It's your eyes, you know, it's the color of your eyes. Please, I don't need that. Please, 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 please. I've never seen her interact with a love interest. Let's jump into this freaking, let's do a fucking podcast. Come on.
All right. Let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Period. Jump right into it.
Do I get to say the two words? Yes.
First of all, you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not going to review. This is very much whatever.
Work within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Look at the hands resting on the thighs.
Would allow the guest to say new news.
Yeah, I want to do it.
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news.
Look at them, like their hands are like on each other's like thighs.
To New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 92%.
And her lip, I love when her lip has that color.
Special episode of New Heights.
Look at the TS in the back.
Cincy, wow, baby. Arrowhead can't come soon enough, baby. Let's go, Bearcats. Let's go, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts.
He's a fine man.
Follow the show on social media at New Heights Show with
man.
Our guest today is the songwriter, producer, and director from
Look at
Nashville,
the
Tennessee.
hair.
That's bullshit. She is from Reading, Pennsylvania. She is the most awarded artist in the history of the American Music Awards, Billboard
Well, say
Music
it.
Awards, and iHeart Radio Music Awards. She has 14 Grammy Awards and is the only artist in the history to win Album of the Year 4 times.
Well, say it.
Last December,
Well, say it.
she wrapped up the Eras Tour, which spanned 149 shows across 51 cities, 5 continents, and was the most attended tour of all time.
Well, say
I'm still
it.
going. Hold on for it. Her last album, The Torture Poets Department, set a record with 1.76 billion streams globally.
Wait, she
within
looks
the
shocked.
first
She said,
week alone.
She said,
And
damn.
as a fan of that guy on the Chiefs, she has 19 wins,
That
2
guy is
AFC
Chief.
titles, and a Super Bowl. 92 presenters. Are you ready for it? Making your podcasting debut, the most aggressive guest in the history of shows, Taylor Swift.
That intro, Jason.
First of all, I love the energy. She said, shut the fuck up. But I love the energy. Second of all, I'm glad that y'all know what you're in the presence of. Oh, I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that you listed out. And the list went on and on and on and on. Best to do what? First to do what? Longest to do what? And I'm glad that you know that what you're in the presence of. I'm glad that you understand. I'm glad you understand. Look at her. The hair, so voluptuous. And yeah, the eyes, her eyes are popping. Look, the blue in her eyes is popping. They really are kind of like matching with like the shirt and the eyes. Her hair looks so voluptuous. The bangs look so voluptuous and things. And it just looks like it's just doing things. I live.
That was such an amazing intro, and also just like thanks for wearing the merch. That goes a
Yes.
long way. Just like immediately makes me feel comfortable just looking deeply into my own eyes.
Okay. That's what I was going for.
It's a good T-shirt. I like
Thanks for having me. This is my first
I
podcast.
love a humble
This
queen.
is amazing. Thank you for coming on.
What took you
It's
so
her
long
first
to do a
podcast.
You know what? I was waiting for you guys to invite me. This is my favorite podcast.
So we've already been over this. You're a big fan of the show.
Of
You're
course it
92%. Why are you coming on the show? Why New Heights? What are you doing? You have so many better things to do with your time.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend. Ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app about 2 years ago. So
I've heard the story. I've heard
yeah.
the story.
Hey,
Were his friendship
This is
bracelets
true.
back?
he threw a man
The entire
tantrum.
Get these
world
out of
saw.
here.
It's so funny. It's
My
like
plan
Looks
is
so
She loves
good.
me. She loves me now. She loves me. She loves me now.
this is so
She
wild.
hates me.
Like it was such a wild romantic gesture to just be like, I want to date you. Like on, I don't know. It was at first when I looked at it, I was
Sweetie,
like,
that's
this
what
dude is.
That's what it does when you're on the stage and you perform in Arrowhead. That's what it did.
This dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. That's what I thought at first. And I'm not an online person at all. I'm not like on social media like that. And like I'm.
Oh, we
genuinely
know,
I don't
unfortunately.
DMs.
Smart.
It's just like it's about. I just there's smoke coming out of my DMs. Like I don't want to go near.
We
that. I don't know
understand.
If you
We
want
understand.
somebody to go through it, I'll go through it just because I'll laugh my ass off.
It's
But
like
yeah,
if you
no,
have like 20 million unread DMs, you're just like,
No, yeah. Go, we
so
understand.
this kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just
I was
come
like,
outside and meet me.
Can I say, I know that I am new to this Taylor Swift journey. I know that I'm new. But like, so I wasn't there for her other relationships in real time. I truly was not. This is like the first one that I have been like in tune with, you know, in real time. But I imagine like, have y'all ever had this before? Have y'all ever had Taylor Swift sit down with a man of hers and like have them talk and see like their personality? Have you ever like I just don't know how her other relationship started, but when I think about her last relationship, just what I've heard from the music, like the fact that it started off private and you have songs like Cruel Summer, like you have songs like her like appreciating the privacy of their relationship, but also at the same time how excruciating it sometimes felt for her. Like it's just such a contrast to see a man love her out loud. You know, isn't like such a contrast to like have this man pursue her so actively, but also publicly and loudly, and now here they are sitting together, like hand in hand, hands in lap, in the public eye, just like loving each other openly. what a contrast that is. And I'm not even necessarily saying that like it's better, because like she was just saying, with being off of social media, some things are better off when they're kept private, honestly. But something about that contrast and just like the openness of it has to be refreshing compared to like what she just came from.
This is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
Yeah. And
What
I
I'm
was sitting there at
saying!
the Eras tour listening to every single one of those songs. Like, I know what she wants me to do.
I feel that. That's
exactly what she wants me to do.
She's like, this is just her wish list of like,
Meet me, please.
She's-
now I'm butthurt.
She's wanted to feel
I'm
loved
upset
and
that you didn't meet me.
pursued.
It was wild, but it worked. I'm glad it worked. I'm just circling back to New Heights to say thank you for this.
Yes.
Look at this.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
So yeah,
And
that's
thank you to New Heights, all the editing. Jake, thank you for putting that on social media and letting it do its
But
course.
before we move on,
I can't do this.
I didn't know what the chains were. I didn't know what
Yes.
a tight end was.
I am forever thankful for you diving into the football world wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, I fell in love with it. I became obsessed with it. I
Yes.
became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And my friends are like, who body snatched you? What do you mean?
She wants to share in someone's world, and she wants to be pursued. She like wants all these things, and then like right here in front of us, she's saying, "Guys, I have these things," and it's just shocking to me, and it's so insane. But also, I love how she was talking about how like she knew nothing about his world, but she also does know about his world. They shared this thing where like both of you guys are famous. They're both used to being in the public eye. They're both used to having fans. They're both used to being known. And it's like, so they share that, and that's something that they can bond on a deep level. But the crafts that they're in are so vastly different that there still is so much that they don't know about each other's worlds. But like he said, it felt like a clean slate. Like it almost had to be like refreshing to like someone who understands my profession but also knows nothing about it.
One of my favorite things this summer was Taylor reclaiming her masters. Her recording of her first 6 albums finally became hers.
Yep.
And you haven't really talked about it. You made that beautiful post on all your social channels thanking everyone that made it happen and everything. But why don't you tell the 92%ers how it really felt?
Oh, wow. So
Tell me.
signed a record deal when I was 15, and I always kind of refer to it as I got my music back this summer, but I never owned my music at all. So
Yeah.
traditionally, a lot of record deals are set up in a way that artists don't own what's called their master recordings. Owning your
Yes.
master recordings means that you have complete control and power over distribution, licensing, and essentially the way your legacy is shaped. My music has been sold a few times. The first time that it was sold, it really ripped my heart out of my chest, and I told everybody exactly how that felt for me and what I was going through, and I started basically defiantly re-recording my music because I wanted to own it, and this was the only way I thought it was ever going to happen. And so
and fuck them.
I'm in the business of human emotion. I would so much rather lead heart first in something like this, because for me this is not, oh, I want to own this asset because of its returns, because of its you know, because of the dividends that I will receive over the years. I want it because this is my handwritten diary entries from my whole life.
They're pieces of your heart.
Every phase of my life. This is my photography, my music videos. I sent my mom and my brother, who I work with, to LA, and they they sat down and they like, this happened. I don't ever really talk about it because it's they sat down with Shamrock Capital, and they told them what this meant for me. Like, this is, they told them the whole story of all the times we've tried to buy it, all the times it's fallen through, all the times we had gotten plans together and figured out something we thought was going to work and it didn't at the last minute. We're in Kansas City, and I get a call from my mom, and she's like, you got your music. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it. She was like, you got your
No.
music. And I just like very dramatically hit the floor for real. Like honestly, just started
It's been a long time coming.
bawling my eyes out. And I'm just
Almost got me. Almost got me. Almost got me. Almost took me out of here. Guys, we've low-key talked about this a little bit before, but just what she's saying is just so true and it's just so valid. And I feel like Taylor is just like the epitome of this experience, because Taylor is like a pop artist, but I feel like for so long people have kind of not really had a lot of respect for pop. There's some people who don't consider it to be real music. I think a lot of times because people perceive pop to be kind of like surface level, sometimes it kind of feels like external to the artists themselves. Like they're singing about like life experiences, but not necessarily their life experience. Lots of times it doesn't always feel personal, which is fine because not everyone has to write in that way. But Taylor is just an artist who her whole career, her music has just been so deeply personal. It's so diaristic and it's so like intrinsic to her in every single one of her experiences that it feels more so personal. I feel like for her, like what she was saying, it's more than just music. Like these are my diaries. This is like me at every stage of my life. And I bet it just felt like so invalidating to not actually have it be hers. And like she said, it's not just her. Like a lot of other artists have the same thing, but it just feels like with Taylor specifically and the way that she writes and the way that her music is, it just feels so intrinsically her. It just feels like it should be hers. And her just talking about getting it back is honestly just like so emotional. I'm glad that she had Travis in that moment to experience it with.
put it in perspective. If I never would have been able to buy back my music, one day someone else would be leaving all of my music from my first 6 albums to their kids in their will.
Right. Yeah.
What?
And you think about it like that, it's like, I thought of it, I made it, I recorded it, I paid for most of those music videos. You know, I wanted an opportunity to buy that back, and that was important to me.
You feel like they're yours.
That perspective is crazy.
Exactly.
That was wild. Some random Suzanne and John down the street are just about to like own Speak Out Fearless. That
Just you talking.
That perspective took me
You
out.
The re-recordings, you have the original recordings. What should we listen to? Like, what do I roll with? Does it
Yeah,
matter?
sure.
Listen to
Just like whatever you
everything.
guys want. Like,
Does it
it's-
even
it's really
matter?
whatever you guys want. Because
Does it
I-
even
both of
matter?
them, I would not have put out the re-records if I didn't think that they held up or were better. I think a lot of the vocals I did on the re-records are better than the originals.
Ooh.
okay.
But it's like if you found a nostalgia in the originals and that was what you were listening to when you were 12 years old bopping around in your bedroom, go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them all.
I'm gonna start doing comparisons. That's what I got to do. I just got to start doing comparisons.
For someone like me who's like just getting on to Taylor and who basically was introduced to her music through her big girl voice, her now voice, and her now music style, I get to go back and see what it was like back then, and it feels like brand new to me. For someone who's been a fan of her for so long, you go back and it feels like nostalgic to you. But also, since you've been listening to all those old albums for your whole life, like having this new version almost feels like a more fresh version that you can like have fun with. It's just, the options are open.
I really liked them all, but I think Red was very special. There were songs that I called From the Vault songs, and
Those from
there
the
was
vaults.
one, which I think is maybe my favorite song I've ever written, called All Too Well, the 10-minute version.
I mean,
Let's talk about perhaps the most daunting thing that any artist has ever taken on, which is the Eras Tour.
Oh my God.
well, yes.
You
We haven't watched
finally
it yet.
finished
I do miss it, but it's like it was perfect for what it was.
Yes,
Do you know
it
what I
was.
mean?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of physical therapy, and it was a lot of like being in a state of perpetual physical discomfort, kind of like when you're in season. Visuals and sort of performance art references that were really important to me as a kid and what inspired me to want to do this, right? So like I wanted to put elements of musical theater, Broadway, ballet.
I love her theatrical
scenery that you would see in
performances.
an opera, kind
Who
of
thinks like this?
I was about to say, I watched the whole tour. I just thought it was amazing. I didn't notice.
But that's exactly it. I wanted it to be references that I thought were really high concept and really high value for fans, and for them to see things they hadn't necessarily
gotta
seen
watch
before,
it.
all in one concert.
I would have never
Yeah.
gone to that show and been mesmerized,
Right.
and just been captivated,
Yeah.
and then left with such a desire to want to meet you. I would have never went on here and told everybody how butthurt I was. Yeah, I'd never just been so engulfed in the curiosity of who you were.
Oh, that's
Look
really
at this.
wonderful.
I really
One of the
have.
best things about that last statement is you didn't even know what the word engulf meant before, like you met Taylor. Like this is
Please.
you're
They're both using their crafts to find each other. Like, I needed the Eras Tour to find you. Well, I needed New Heights to find you. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm sick. I'm sick.
I'm getting my hobbies back. Like when I was on tour,
Yeah.
all I had the bandwidth for was what's the acoustic mashup this
Right.
week? How do I say welcome to the Eras Tour in Portuguese?
Didn't really get to
that
focus
was
on
the only
yourself.
thing taking up
Yeah.
my brain space.
She's
And now
reconnecting
it's,
with
uh,
herself.
It's been so fun to see what Taylor actually gets into around the house.
It's like, I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. You know, like I get on my
I love
granny
that.
shit.
you enjoy doing all of these homey things. That's
I
basically
love
what
The
you're saying?
1950 shit
Yeah,
they
I
want
like
from
to
me.
sew. He doesn't want to like go up to an otter and take it from its mother.
No.
He wants to see an otter, and the otter's like, my paw's
my
caught in a
gosh.
shell. And he's like, flower song is the slamming screen door. That's horrible.
Okay.
It's a loaf story. Baby, just say yeast.
Just say yeast. Yeah.
What's the one I was doing with dough?
Keep going.
It's a loaf
I should have
story.
said dough.
It's a loaf story, baby.
no,
Just
it's-
say yeast.
It's
That was kind of
horrible.
cut.
Loafing him was bread. It's bad.
That's bad. That was really
You
bad.
don't know that
Stick to
song.
the loaf and the yeast
It
one.
wasn't.
Speaking of which, how's Scott doing? He's doing good?
So he is doing incredibly well. My dad had an interesting summer. He actually had a quintuple bypass surgery, and
Ooh.
that's a really intense surgery.
Yeah.
So it all happened really quick. But what found his 5 hard blockages in his heart was a resting stress
Whoa.
test. So he's been telling all his friends, you need to get the stress test because that's what's actually preventative. If you can find that earlier, you don't have to have a bypass surgery. You can sort out those blockages with stents and things that are a lot less invasive. So
Whoa.
he finds out that he's got these blockages. They're like, we got to do this like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, we don't know how you walked in here, dude. This is crazy. This dude built play sets and swing sets and cribs for me. I'm building I'm building his shower chair and his walker and his like bed that goes like this. Like,
Yeah.
Wow,
it's just
yeah.
surreal, man. And you're
Like
like,
the role
you
reversal.
know,
when your
just
parents
all
need
moved in
you.
with him for the whole summer, pretty much. My dad's like, new arteries, new me. My mom just got a new knee.
New
so
knee.
There we go. New
And
knees.
she's-
New arteries,
She's
new
doing great.
knees.
She's scampering around. We're not quite at scampering
Come on,
yet,
mama.
but she's doing great.
She's up and moving around.
Yeah, this was just like the summer of my parental upgrades. Like we're just upgrading the
After
parents,
just listening
making
to
sure that they live
Get
to
better
be
soon.
186 years old
Huge.
because they're
huge.
two of my
Telling
best
mama is
friends,
all right.
and
Just the media attention, right? Like I think you play in the
What media
NFL. You
attention?
think Travis
on
don't
the
do this.
the two of us.
Well, let me. Yeah.
you talking
Yes.
every time I open my thumb.
The media attention on your guys' relationship.
Every time.
The amount of people that talk about it constantly, the theories that are out there,
Yes.
of which I am probably way too invested in. How do you guys handle all of the noise and chatter?
I don't see a lot of things. I'm of the firm belief that, like, you know, if you're basing your if you're getting your feedback from the internet or from comments and stuff, like, I just really think that, like, anything you feed your brain, it will internalize. Anything you feed the internet, it will kill.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've been in the music industry for 20 years. It's
Yeah,
pretty hard
she's
to
a
hurt my
pro.
feelings at this point.
Yes.
A lot of people's identities and they get their feedback from that, right? Like,
From social
and
acceptance.
I'm a real constructive criticism guy. Like, give me constructive criticism all day.
Coach
I will
me
take
up.
it.
Coach me up.
It'll fuel
She's
me.
an athlete, dude.
It's helpful,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But I have so many like friends or acquaintances or people who are like, they'll see one comment they don't like,
Right.
and it will ruin their day. It'll ruin their night. Like, and I just want to say to them, like, you should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item.
Yes.
Not everyone can afford it.
Yep.
Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Right.
Because
Yes.
like what you spend your energy on, that's the day.
So true though. You will sometimes like post something and it's like you get hundreds and hundreds of positive comments, positive feedback, and you see like 2 negative things, and those will be the things that stick out to you the most. Like our brain, the way that it clings on to negativity so much more so that like we'll believe that all the positive feedback is just like not valid or not as important or not as true as the negative thing is. It's literally so freaking true. So I love how she's talking about that. I love how she is to the point where she can just like protect her energy. She's been in it so long. She's been through so much. I love how she's at this point where she's just like, these things just happen. And she's like at that maturity to understand that.
No,
We're busy having an actual
I
relationship.
want to hear
Right.
sourdough bread puns.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
wanna
you
hear.
will.
Thank
And that's
you.
a promise.
I want to hear more of them. They were kind of interesting.
Let's get to
A couple of them were kind.
the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Do I get to say it? Do I get
Well,
to say
the
I
new
get to say
news?
the 2 words? Yes.
Well, I think we were going to try
I
and.
think
This is
First
what
of all,
I
you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not
No,
going
I
to
don't-
review. This is very
I want
much
to work
whatever.
within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news.
Yay!
Get to it.
You went upstage and exited through an orange door. Why did you change the ending?
So that's
Wow.
I'm happy you mentioned
I
that.
was about to say, Jason. This is
Did you
very-
see that
how
fans?
you know
Did you see that the
this?
fans noticed this? Because I was pretty proud of them for noticing that.
They noticed
I
everything.
just,
Yeah.
I was surfing the internet and saw
noticed
something.
Yeah. So that was.
Okay.
I was pretty happy that they noticed that. I was
She
like,
went into the
training well.
orange
I
era.
kind of wanted to give a little subliminal hint to the fans that I may be leaving the Eras Tour era, but I was also entering
A new one.
A new
An
one.
orange one.
new
Orange.
era. So I wanted to show you something.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've seen this, but it was blurred. It was blurred. The cover was blurred. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Yep.
I'm not okay. I'm
Mint
not okay.
green with TS
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album.
We got TS12, baby.
This is my brand new album. It's called The Life of a Showgirl.
Wait, the what?
Love it.
It
Love
was
it.
something that I was working
the
on
what?
while I was in Europe on the Eras Tour.
So while
and
you were on tour,
I was
Okay.
working. I would be
How?
on tour.
Hold on, I need to see this. We're giving Mermaid. We're giving Mermaid. Now I will say I don't see the Showgirl. I don't know why in my head when I think of like Showgirl, I'm thinking of like, I don't know, like a theatrical type of thing. You know, I saw like some fan edits too, where it was like a feather coming out the hat or whatever, like you know, some sort of like theatrical thing. I'm not getting Showgirl from this. Looking closely at the outfit, it looks like there's like it's like a sparkly outfit. It looks like there's like some sparkly, what do you call this? I don't know, like strings that are like going across like the outfit. I don't know what you would call this, but it's not giving me Showgirl, but the water is interesting. The water's hot. Like have her body being like underwater and it's like her face that's coming up here. The life of a showgirl. The words are like all spread out. The cover's interesting. I'm gonna ruminate on it. Maybe when the songs come out, it'll make more sense to me. I was expecting though, like more of like a theatrical showgirl type of thing. But I love the title. We love the title.
Did she do this on the tour? Is still blowing my mind.
I just love it. I just
On
love
the
it.
tour.
I love music.
She
I
knew
would
all
do
the way
3
back
shows. I'd do, like, 3
then.
shows in a row. I'd have 3 days off. I'd fly to Sweden, go back to the tour, and actually like working on this. I was physically exhausted at this point in the tour, but I was so mentally stimulated and so excited to be creating. And
wow.
this is
And literally living the life of a showgirl.
I was.
While she wrote it.
That's why I called it that. Nailed it. Do you want to see the back cover?
I would love to see all of it.
The
Yes.
back cover is where we find the 12 tracks. from the
That's
show.
what I
Well,
was
tracks.
Bangers.
expecting.
This
Okay.
is
Oh, that's
so we got
hot.
What are they?
So we got track 1, The Fate of Ophelia.
Okay.
Track
Do you know-
2.
Go ahead. I was
You
gonna say,
wanna talk
do
about-
you know what Fate of Ophelia
you
is?
wanna talk
Okay,
about
keep
Hamlet?
going.
Hamlet.
I don't want to get Jason all riled up.
Yeah.
So we can just
Okay.
go through
We
the
can
track.
talk
Okay.
about it
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
Track 2, Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
Come on.
Track 3, Opalite.
Opalite.
You know what
These
Opalite
words.
is?
Track 4, Father Figure.
Father figure.
Oh.
Track 5, Eldest Daughter.
Okay.
Track 6, Ruin the Friendship. 7, Actually Romantic.
Actually romantic.
Track 8,
Travis, count your days.
Wish List with $2 as the S's.
This back cover is
That
tons.
out. Dramatic
That needs to
chorus.
be the front. I'm
Track
sorry.
9, Wood.
Wood. Nice.
Track 10,
Wood.
Canceled, but it's in all caps with an exclamation point at the end.
That's a banger.
Track 11, Honey.
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 And can you do drum roll?
That one better be smooth.
Last track, track 12, the title track, The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
I knew Miss Sabrina was going to be on
That's
something.
awesome.
So that's
Look
that.
at this.
I knew
Yeah.
it.
And so
That's a
then we
showgirl.
got
That is a showgirl.
we
Yes,
got
it
this
is.
orange
And it's
vinyl.
orange.
Ooh,
Yeah, it is.
nice.
And sparkly.
Entering a new
Nice.
Sparkly.
It's very
Girl, I
nice.
need more
So
teal.
what is
I don't
the
have that much teal clothing.
significance of the color orange? Why orange?
Yeah.
I've just always liked it, Jason. It really
So it's
feels
not-
like I don't know.
Okay.
It feels like kind of energetically how my life has felt. And this album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life during this tour, which was so exuberant and electric and vibrant. And you know, one of the things about this record is like it's a record I made with my mentor Max Martin and Shellback, and the three of us have made some of my favorite songs that I've ever done
I'm so
before.
sorry. Yes. Oh, we're so fucking back. I've been saying this. I've been asking. I'm sorry, Jack, listen. All the respect for you in the world. You've made some great songs. You've been a part of some of the songs that I'm obsessed with. Getaway Car, Cool Summer. Like, come on. We live. But we'll talk about it at the end. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it at the end. But we're so fucking back.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they were my main collaborators on the Red album. We did
Oh.
Never Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were
So
Trouble,
fucking
22, Shake It Off, Blank Space, Style, Wildest Dreams.
Oh, yes.
You know, ready for it.
So that's the energy we're going with. Yes, I understand why it's orange now. Okay.
So yeah, we've made songs that I'm so proud of.
There's gonna be some fucking bangers. Yes, I'm picking it up.
We're so fucking
Yeah, it's like
telling
that.
you it's
Yeah,
12.
it's like that. And so basically, we've never actually made an album before where it's just the three of us. There's no other collaborators. It's just the three of us making a focused album where I mean, it felt like catching lightning in a bottle. Honestly,
Yeah.
we hadn't worked together in like 7 or 8 years, and
This feeds.
there's just
awesome.
there's something about them. These guys, they're just geniuses. I essentially said to him, I want to be as proud of an album as I am of the Eras tour, and for the same reasons, you know.
Okay.
And he was like, "Do you understand what kind of pressure that is?"
Yeah, I was about to say that is okay.
I was like, "Yeah."
Why
like,
would you? Yeah, we can try.
Let's
So
go.
your entire
do this.
career, got it. Yeah, we can do that in one album.
Let's do it.
Well,
And
okay.
so it's like, you know, I spent time in the time that we were off doing different projects, and he and Shellback were doing different things, and I was making albums that were a little bit more esoteric, like folklore.
She's so hot.
The-
when She says these big words.
You know what esoteric
I
means.
know it's for specific.
You know what, Travis?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
So,
It's just-
He knows what that means. He
What does
pretends he doesn't know what
esoteric
these words mean, but he knows what they
Esoteric
mean.
means for.
Don't turn me on.
There's no other songs coming. It's not like with Torture Poets Department, I was like, here's a data dump of everything I've thought, felt,
There's a lot of songs on that one.
in
Yeah.
2 or 3
It was-
years.
it was
Here's
a dump.
31
It was a
songs.
trauma
This
dump.
is 12. There's not a 13th. There's not a 4th. There's not other ones coming. This
Yeah.
is the record I've been wanting to make for a very long time.
I love it. love
I
this so
appreciate
much.
that.
Do you want to tell everybody when it's coming out?
It comes out October 3rd.
October 3rd.
October
This album comes out October
3rd.
3rd. It's easy
It's a
to
good day.
remember. It's 10/3.
10/3.
Still annoying. It is also your birthday.
Okay, October
Why
3rd.
October-
I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
Like you little
It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And
Yes.
I think that's a completely I think it's a complete 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets for sure.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
and it's just-
Life is more upbeat. I have different goals with different albums.
Mhm.
And Torture Poets Department, my goals were strictly lyrical. Like
Yeah, right.
I
felt
love
like every
that.
song was a poem.
Oh, and I love that album so
Yes.
much from that perspective. That was strictly what I was
Yeah,
trying to accomplish
right.
there. Was just really a full catharsis, and I loved to embrace the mess of writing from that perspective, of the rawness of that. This, I have a totally different set of goals.
Yeah.
I always try to do something completely different if that's what I'm feeling at the moment. And I was feeling a complete pivot at this point in time. And I wanted the album to feel the way my life felt. And this
Yeah.
completely matches the way that my life has felt. And I also wanted it to be just every single song is on this album for hundreds of reasons.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's very purposeful and
you couldn't
intentional.
I wanted to do an album that was so focused on quality and on the theme and
Yes.
everything fitting together like a perfect puzzle. That these 12 songs for my 12th album, I feel like we achieved that. I would say it's everything that was going on behind the curtain.
Okay. And then what are the goals? You said something like what would be like your main goals with this album?
My main goals were melodies that were so infectious
Check.
that you're almost angry at it. And lyric, I loved the storytelling on folklore.
We
I
did.
don't want that to change. Like,
Okay.
just because we're making these infectious anthems, like I don't.
Oh my
want
God,
to
I'm
leave
so
that behind. And I was like, I
excited.
don't think I couldn't if I tried. So
Yeah.
at this point,
I got some stuff to say.
I'm married to that kind
Yeah.
of writing. This represents the end of my night.
Okay.
Right? So like when I'm on tour, I have the same day every single day. It's another reason why we have a very similar life. His game days are the same days every day.
Right.
His practice days are the same every day. His meetings, his schedule, my show days are the same every
Yeah.
single day. I just happen
Right.
to be in a different city.
Yeah.
And my day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress.
Sure. Well, it's got to be. It's on the front of an
We
album.
try
It's
to
got to be
keep it
dressed
decent,
up.
you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of like glamorize all the different aspects of how that tour felt. And that's how that felt, to like be at the end of the night when all this has gone down. You won't be able to get to bed till 4 a.m. after
I
this.
see.
This album isn't really about what happened to me on stage. It's about what I was going through off stage.
I feel you.
So
Sure.
it's like I didn't want to have like the lights are bright, I'm on the stage as the main album cover. It's just this to me tells more of what the actual contents lyrically of the album are,
Got it.
which is the life. The
The life of the showgirl, not
Yeah.
what you're seeing. It's the life.
The life. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys, that is the end. Wow, that was a lot longer than I thought it would be. We have reached the end, guys, of this New Heights podcast. I am so freaking excited. Okay, well, first let's back up. Let's talk about the podcast itself. It was very fun to watch, to get to see the both of them and to see them interact with each other. Like I said, I've never seen Taylor interact with a love interest. Ever since I've been on this Taylor journey, I've never experienced her in a relationship. So this is my first time. I've heard of a lot of her relationships from the past. This is my first time actually seeing one in real time and experiencing it in real time. So it was very special for me. I like seeing them like interact and things that they said about each other, just like the little stories that they have, you know, like the otters, the sourdough, the puns like with the sourdough, and like the lyrics that she has to the songs, like meeting royalty, the football games, like all this sort of stuff like that. Things that sometimes we see pictures of or images of, but just have no idea of like what that moment was like for them and what else went into the moment. So having like all of that stuff, I think was just like very interesting. These are also people who are just like really interesting and have like a lot of energy. So like the brother, he has a lot of energy, and like he's funny, and like Travis, he has a lot of energy. So like all of that was just like very fun to watch. I'm glad that she has like such a good relationship with his family as well, that she could like sit here and like talk with his brother and stuff. Is it Peace? Is the song Peace where she's like, you know, now that I see your brother as my brother? Like, just like her, what she said is just so true of like the things that I've written about wanting. It's literally what I'm experiencing with you right now. And I love that. Like, you know, when you look at the song Love Story, it's a love story. Baby just said yes. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet. Like, he hasn't proposed yet. But like, what she wants is like to feel wanted, and to feel like a man is pursuing her, to feel like a man loves me so much that he wants nothing more than for me to be in his life, and he pursues that no matter what. And that's like what he did, him making his intentions known, like, hey, I want you, I want to date you, and then like getting her and like showing up for her every day. I just love how she's getting that and how she's getting a chance to experience that. Loved all that. The album. I have to be 100% honest. I'm not in love with the album cover. Not in love with the cover, but I understand what she's saying though, of like at the end of the night, just like after all these long shows and like all these hoops that you have to run through, just being able to end the night in the bathtub. And I like what she was saying too about how I am a showgirl, but the album is about my life. So behind the scenes of what you're seeing. So I understand why like the back cover is her as the showgirl, but the front cover, she's centering her experience behind the scenes. So I really do actually like that. Now that I think about it, I really do actually like it. And I do understand why the feather image is not on the front. I get that, but I love that picture. I love the picture of her with the feather top. It looks so good, and the lighting of it with like the orange and like the dark lighting. I lived for that. I personally tend to love when an album is tight and concise and put together, and there aren't 10 other tracks that come afterwards at different dates and different times that you gotta go find, and like all this stuff. I love when everything is just like there and it's tight and it's consistent. And I love how she said in this album, like in the last album, there was just a lot that she had to say. Great. But in this one, she was like, I want it to be concise and put together, and like everything to be matching along with the theme and to make sense and to be just so intentional. And I am very excited for that. Sabrina Carpenter, I had heard the rumors and things, so I kind of had already figured that she was going to be on here some type of way. For her to be on the title track is very, very interesting. The producers, okay. Max Martin, okay. I love Max Martin. I'm sorry, I love the hits that he's made in the past, but also even recently because he worked on Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine, I was obsessed with. I played Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine is like a front to back album for me. I could just put it on, I could just play it, and I would listen to it over and over and over again. Supernatural, you guys know how I feel about that. I absolutely love Eternal Sunshine. So like, I love Max Martin's work, and I love what he's done in the past on Red, on Reputation. Like, I just love it. So I'm so excited. Like I said, I have respect for Jack. Jack has been a part of some of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. So like, I love Jack. We love him. We have respect for him. But if I'm being honest, there's just so many times when he just like will have certain sounds that I'm not fully in love with, or just like it sometimes lacks fullness. Sometimes his production style feels a bit muted, which I think that maybe he likes, maybe it's a stylistic choice, but for me, I love when Taylor's songs sound so full. There will be times when I am like listening to Spotify and I'm just having Spotify run through songs that I like, and a Taylor Swift song, say I'll be listening to, I don't know, Sabrina Carpenter, and then a Taylor Swift song comes on and I have to, subconsciously, I had to realize that I was doing this. I turn up the volume because her sound, the sound of like the production is significantly lower than like when I was listening to Sabrina Carpenter. And then the Taylor song will end and the next artist will come on and I will subconsciously turn up the volume. I mean, like turn down the volume because now it's too loud because I had to turn Taylor up so much. So like I personally have been waiting for her to try other producers or to go back to Max because the production is just so much more full and bold. And I've just been interested in that. So I'm just so freaking excited. Everything that she was talking about, her talking about the behind the scenes of all the stuff that was going on, I'm just so freaking excited. And we're going to be watching the Eras tour. So now I feel like we definitely need to watch Eras before we listen to The Life of a Showgirl. So we're definitely going to be doing that beforehand, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for this. Stay tuned, guys, because we're finishing out the Lover era, and then we're going to be getting into, you know, Miss Americana, as you guys know. We're going to be getting into Debut, and then we're going to be getting into Eras. And then Life of a Showgirl will be there. She will be there. She will be waiting. I'm so freaking excited, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.